So it's not enough that Ed Gillespie has to go on CNN and say that his candidate is not a felon, which I'm just stunned that those words even came out of his mouth. You know, you said, we're not, all these accusations, I don't know. One really has to really consider that there's a conspiracy here to completely tank Romney's campaign, and it's led by Romney's campaign. So then Ed Gillespie unleashes the internet meme, which, frankly, I got to say, I've used this at home, and it actually works. But let's listen to what Ed Gillespie on CNN says about Mitt Romney's being CEO, president, chairman of the board, and the sole shareholder of Bain, then claiming he left Bain, despite the fact that, according to the SEC documents, he was holding all those positions until 2002, and then reiterated in an FEC filing in 2011 that he was not holding any of those positions as of 99. So here is Ed Gillespie basically explaining it to you if you didn't understand it.
You can understand, can't you, that voters would still be confused because it's still going on. And here's one of the things. This came out of the Boston Globe on Saturday, and which it said on July 19th, 1999, several months after Mitt Romney says he had left Bain to go help save the Olympics, a news release about the resignation of two Bain Capital managing directors.
I love how this is all now. He saved the Olympics single-handedly. I think, wasn't there some type of investigation about bribery there? I mean, I think there's a reason why we're not hearing so much about the Olympics, but continue on.
Describes Romney as CEO and currently on a part-time leave of absence to head the Salt Lake City Olympic Committee. So there's all this documentation at the SEC and in press releases that say he's still CEO, he's the sole owner, he's this, he's that, and you have him sort of talking business speak, saying, oh, well, no, I really wasn't all those things in the filings that I find in the SEC. So why is there such a discrepancy? And you can understand how people would think, that looks funky. We're coming off a time, Ed, as you well know, where people think that Wall Streeters and investment bankers get away with everything. Doesn't this add to that?
You know, Governor Romney took a leave of absence from his company to go save the Olympics. If you remember at the time,
part-time leave of absence, and there are times that he helped.
There may have been a thought at the time that it could be part-time. It was not part-time. The Olympics was in a shambles. There was corruption.
Right.
There was the International Olympic Committee was going to pull the Olympics from the United States of America, which would have been a huge embarrassment. Because of Mitt Romney's leadership skills, he was called on to do it. He took a leave of absence, and in fact, he ended up not going back at all and retired retroactively to February of 1999 as a result. Democratic members of Bain, one Democrat who ran for the Senate nomination as a Democrat in Massachusetts, who was there at Bain, said he wasn't there. He wasn't engaged in the day-to-day activities at all. And Harvey Pitt, the former SEC chairman, said it's standard procedure for someone who still has the shares to sign the SEC form, even if you're not making the day-to-day decisions and you've taken a leave of absence.
Okay, so there's 3 points here. One is he retroactively went back and resigned. 2 is that even if you're a Democrat, if you've got a lot of money involved in a business, that may trump what you say. Is that a shock to anyone? And then 3, they try and make it like the SEC filings are not relevant. Well, what about the FEC filings in 2011, which completely contradict the SEC filings? One of them has got to be wrong, and I think it's the second one that you file when you file that, you sign your name onto that federal document that says that if you in any way misstate any of the truth on this document, that you're committing perjury. There was a president once where it was like perjury was such a huge issue. I can't remember. It had something to do with the rule of law, and it had to do with like sex. I can't remember. Well, at least you got to hand it to Romney. At least he's getting it out of the way early.